Good afternoon, Principal Sir, and all participants present in this live training session on role of theatre and drama in classroom. I am Shankar Kumar, teacher of Shri Krishna Vidya Mandir, Ramgarh Cant, Jharkhand. I take this opportunity to present myself as a resource person for the live session which we are having right now. I would like to thank Honorable Principal Sir and COE Patna for giving me this opportunity. So, our today's training session is on role of theatre and drama in classroom. Let us start with theatre. And what is theatre in education? Basically, if we talk about the history of theatre, then the theatre in education was originated in Britain in 1965 and has continued to present days. It typically includes a theatre company performing in an educational setting, that is a school, for youth, including interactive and performative moments. The idea of a high impact, child-centered performance for a specifically targeted school audience became hugely popular. Due to a small audience, students can be encouraged to participate through work in role and through debate. Students' experimentation can be supported with the resource materials and training or support for the students by teachers. Basically, a theatre in education allows students to explore challenging social scenarios and vulnerable emotions in a safe and supportive environment. Performances can help to develop empathy for the experiences of others and explore diverse perspectives. Let us talk about the elements of theatre in education. Basically, these are the characteristics. Let us move to the first one. There is a clear aim and educational objective running throughout this process. The cast should be small. So actors must be versatile, that is dynamic, can fit himself or herself in any situation, in any role, and often take several roles. A low budget project has to be taken so that actors can play instrument too. The production must be portable and the design of the production will be simple and representable. The exploration of issues has to be from various viewpoints so that we can see the effect of the action upon a range of peoples. There should be involvement by the audience. They are rarely wholly naturalistic because narration is often used. As actors have multiple roles, the costumes are representable and simple. That is very important in terms of theatre and drama. For educating the audience, facts and figures can be included. In several dramas, we used to put the factual things so that the drama or the theatre can be, you can say, we can make it very clear what the concept is. They may have a strong message or moral runnings throughout the production. So the question is ki how theatre in education can be used. How can we use theatre for educating the students? Support by resource materials. The production can be designed to stimulate reaction and participation from its small audience. through role play and debate, by, by specifically targeting an area for a particular age group in a school's personal, social and health education curriculum. For the young audience, the production can be based on the traditional stories, allowing a range of follow-up activities if desired. Linking the story to the given activities for young children can provide opportunities for involvement. For the adult age group, some additional dramatizing activities may be added. Learning parenting skills or preparing for employment. It should be organized meaningfully. Let us see the reasons how it supports organization to inspire positive change, a positive impact on future generations. Many dynamic organizations are building theater in education into their education program, and they see result from the positive impact it can have on our future generations. But what is theater in education? When did it start? How does it inspire positive change? Why does it support the education of young people and children? So the question arises, what is theater in education? I'm repeating, once we have already done what is theater in education. We can explain in other languages also. We can say we can explain it in simple words. Basically, theater in education is a process that uses interactive theater or drama practices to help aid the educational processes. The groundbreaking theater in education movement was first pioneered by Belgrade in 1965. That was from Britain, as a way to use theater and drama to create a range of learning opportunities for the young people. They delivered a free theater in education service to the schools across the country between 1965 to 1996. The theater in education movement soon spread to theaters across all over the world, then to broader settings across the globe, inspiring a wide range of interactive theaters with children and young people, encouraging and empowering them to investigate challenging situations for themselves. So, how does theater in education support organizations to educate young people and inspire a positive change? The first thing is it is inspirational. It means the theater in education engages children and young people in their learning. It excites them and they become more aware, drawn in by the power of the live theater and the highly skilled actors who present it. The relevance and real life scenarios make an impression. It helps them to reflect on their behavior and embrace key messages. The second thing is it challenges perceptions, changes attitudes and behaviors. It provides a safe learning space for children and young people, one where they can think about the issues and look at the outcomes of actions for themselves. Many persons who has given different type of theories has identified that the character creation in theater in education as a must for attitude to change. Young people characters in a performance are reflective. That is a very reflective in nature. That is reflective of the young people in the audience to peer mentors, credible and likable, which helps young people to incorporate the messages into their thinking. Identification with the characters portrayed has been presented by some as a prerequisite for attitudinal and behavioral change. The third thing is it improves self-esteem, motivation, and achievement. So by using drama as a learning tool, young people can add purpose and value to their creativity. It lets them find their own unique ways to discover the answers for themselves. Working in this way improves self-esteem, motivation, and achievement. It delivers important messages that are easily understood and remembered. Theater in education encourages young people to develop inquiry skills. It questions what influences are around them, which in turn impact on behaviors and attitude as well. Excuse me, sir. The connection has lost. Actually, I would like to ask the technical team to rectify it. This is fine, sir. This is fine. This one is not working. No, no. You can check on that system. Internet is down. Is it working? No, it's showing error. Your is working. That one is not working, sir. So this is working, sir. That is not working now. See this. Okay, now it's fine. Yes, sir. Leave it, sir. Well, we have a technical issue. Now it has been resolved. Let us proceed. So we were talking about it delivers important messages that are easily understood and remembered. Theater in education encourages young people to develop inquiry skills. It questions what influences are around them, which in turn impacts on the behavior and attitude as well as inspires them to make informed, healthy life choices. The ability to portray topics in a visual way and to provide a context for the information given is identified as the strength of theater in education. When you combine learning with a fun and enjoyable experience, evaluation proves that the messages are more likely to be understood and remembered. It maximizes learning. It mixes modern technology with proven drama-based communications. We were the first theater in education which adds a media screen to the production set. Let us see what is the role of theater in school. How theater plays an important role in school and colleges. Basically, we have to talk about school since we are the teachers of school. The role of teacher as an alternative to knowledge dissemination, memory-based teaching, drama, games, and fun during lesson leads to better engagement. Instead of simply lecturing, the teacher in the theater in education setting can become a conceptual artist who molds knowledge, feelings, thoughts, sensations, and experiences into an active and activating educational processes. This is not about an artist in a traditional way. It's more a way of thinking, perception of the world, and its need in a right-brained way as non-linear, practical, and holistic. So what is the teacher's typology? The personality of a teacher influences the use of drama in lessons. Teachers' types fall into 4 quadrants. That is, Barucha differentiates 2 dimensions depending on teacher's behavior, perception, value, and attitude. These are the 4 quadrants. The interactivity level and the level of logistic empathetic thinking. Both dimensions operate on a whole scale in between the extreme values. So what will be the role of the students? In this methodology, the student need to understand that the role of teacher changes. In theater in education, the student himself takes the initiative and responsibility. It demands much greater independence of thinking. In this process of structured learning, drama rehearsals require full dedication. Due to this and closer interpersonal interaction, the process can lead to more classes compared to traditional class teaching. There are several issues apart from memory training, courage to act, and the ability to emerge from the cell that each of us adopts at work or at school. There can be language difficulties, stage fright. We often see when we ask the student to face the stage, they say, no, I can't do it. Newness is being expected to adopt a role, confidence. The thing is that their confidence level is very low. We should ask them to face the stage in order to boost up the confidence level. So let us see the requirements and preconditions. Intellectual maturity, ability to understand the play and roles, ability to comprehend the cost and investment, but also the benefits, openness to accept new methods of teaching and learning, time management or commitment, acceptance of guiding role of the teacher without formal authority, language competence, performance skill, competence, that is active attitude to potential stage fright issues, which we were talking about. Memory issues. We have seen that while speaking on the stage, all of a sudden the student stops saying anything. When asked, They reply, sir, I don't know, whatever I have remembered, I have lost everything. This may happen. Collective work competence, controlling the emotional intelligence and ability to cooperate even in stressful moments, like a performance, live performance. So, in order to improvise, we have some improvisational games. Let us see some of the games which is related to theater. The first one is alphabet conversion. We have to convert the alphabets. We have to use the alphabet for conversation. Having a group of students start a conversation one by one where each sentence begins with the next letter of a alphabet. Giving a situation before you begin will help the student. Student can also use sounds to start a sentence. For example, This game can be played in pairs or a small group. Here is an example. Let us say there are two students, A and B. A is saying, anyone seen my cat? B is replying, the black one with funny eyes. A is replying, can't say, I remember. B is replying, don't tell me you have forgotten what it looks like. A is replying, every cat looks the same to me. B is replying, fortunately, I found one yesterday. A is replying, that's great. Try starting somewhere in the middle of the alphabet, then when you reach Z, return to A until you arrive back where you started. This technique can be combined with one-word stories. Let us see the second game, that is people poems. Divide the classroom into small groups of 4 and 5, or you can take 3, 4, 5, whatever you wish to. To each group, give a topic or a word, example time. Suppose we are giving a word time. Now each person in each group has to write down or remember some words associated with these themes. Example, slow, fast, quickly, centuries. Now every group has to make an object out of the members linked to the theme. You can take a clock as an example. Ideally, the group object should move. Next, every group has to bring the object to life and works out a way of bringing in some or all of their words linked to their movements. And at the end, they show the resulting people poem to the rest of the class. The rest will be the audience, leaving the performers, who can try and guess the theme. Themes can include elements such as earth, air, fire, water. We know these are the basic elements. Opposites such as cold, the opposite of this is hot. Fast, opposite is slow. High, the opposite is low. Colors, emotions. We have seen several benefits of theater in education. Let us talk about some benefits. The first one is self-confidence, one of the most important thing which a student should have. Self-confidence. By performing in front audience, the student gets the confidence to trust on his own ideas and abilities. This will be applied to his life, career, and school. The second thing is imagination. Thinking out of the box and interpreting familiar materials in new ways. Once Albert Einstein has said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Whenever a person imagines, he automatically acquires the knowledge. Empathy. The third one is empathy. Acting in a roles for different situations, time periods, and different cultures promotes compassion, and it develops tolerance for others, feeling and viewpoints. Next one is collaboration. It combines the new ideas and abilities of its participants. This cooperative learning includes discussion, sharing, negotiating, and performing. Next one is concentration. It helps to improve, enhance the concentration power of a student. Performing in a play develops a constant focus on mind, body, and voice, which also helps in life and in school subjects. Next one is very important, the communication skills. In a play, a student enhances verbal and non-verbal expression of ideas. We know we have two types of communication, that is verbal and non-verbal. It also improves voice projection, articulation of words, and fluency with the language. Emotional outlet. In the play, the student is allowed to express a range of emotions such as sadness, aggression, tension, are released in a safe, controlled environment, reducing antisocial behaviors. Next one is relaxation. Theaters activities reduce stress by realizing mental, physical, and emotional tension. Nowadays, we are seeing that mental relaxation is one of the greatest factor, or it is playing an important role in the student of life, even in the life of each and every person. So by using theater or drama, they can release their mental stress, physical and emotional stresses or tensions. Physical fitness. Movement in drama improves body balance, coordination, flexibility, and control. So these things were from the theaters. Now we have to see also the role of drama. But before that, let us take a quick review. What is a theater? A theater is a collaborative form of fine art. A fine art is a subject in which is offered by CBSE. You might have seen. It is a live performance to present the experience of a real or imagined event before a live audience in a specific place. Performers communicate this to the audience through combination of gestures, the movement of the body, the position of the body, speech, song, music, and dance. So what are the goals and objectives related to theaters? Making teaching and learning more effective in classroom situation, to see the effect of educational theater and drama on communication skills and learning to learn, making classroom an open stage for all. Let us see the main aims and focuses appearing in drama descriptions. What are those? Support cooperation, create groups, develop communication skills and argumentation techniques, and be open to others' views. Build social competences, tolerance, empathy, solidarity, encourage positive social interaction, establish trust among children, increase self-confidence, self-esteem, support personal growth. So, what will be the result and consequences? Let us talk about that. The children experience the power of collaboration and joint creation. They are able to connect, generates self-esteem, collective responsibility, pride, and self-efficacy. Participating children are able to understand other people's life situation through identification and engagement in such situations. An opportunity to experiment with gender roles and norms as well, to experience how it would be if they were someone else. They gain artistic experience and they become creative person themselves. So let us see the key results, that is the relevance for educational practice and policy. Compared with peers who had not been participating in any educational theatre and drama programs, the theatre and drama participants, they are assessed more highly by their teachers in all aspects, feel more confident in reading and understanding tasks, feel more confident in communication. We were talking about it enhances the communication, confidence. They are more likely to feel that they are creative. Obviously, the drama, the theater makes you or makes your brain very creative. It increases your imagination power. Like going to school more, enjoy school activities more, are better at problem solving. They are very significantly more tolerant towards both minorities and foreigners. They are much more active citizens, show more interest in voting at any level, show more interest in participating in public issues. They are more empathic, they have concern for others, develop their own perspective and outlook. They are more innovative, they show more dedication towards their future and have more plans. Actually, the theater makes the student versatile, dynamic. They changes themselves according to the situation. They are much more willing to participate in any genre of arts and culture, and not just performing arts, but also writing, making music, films, handicrafts, and attending all sorts of arts and cultural activities. They spend more time in school, more time reading, doing housework, playing, talking, and spend more time with family members and less time watching TV, surfing on the internet, or playing computer games. Do more for their families, because their thinking ability develops, so their tendency of looking towards their family enhances. They are more likely to behave, they are more likely to have a part-time job and spend more time being creative, either alone or in a group. They more frequently go to theater, exhibitions, and museums, and the cinema, and go hiking and biking more often. They are more likely to be central character in the class. They have a better sense of humor. They feel better at home. So here we have some methods which is used in educational theater and drama work. Let us see what are they. The first one is script writing. So basically, script writing is also known as screenwriting. It is a process of writing stories in the screenplay medium. Script writing is writing down the movement, actions, expressions, and dialogue of the characters in a screenplay or in a screenplay format. The process of writing a novel, a poem, or essay is entirely different than script writing. In order to express yourself effectively for the screen, particular formatting methods are required. Screenplay format is used to express the story visually. Script writers or script writers write for film, television, video games, and now even online web series, which is right now trending. We have seen several web series. Script writing can be done for hire or on speculation in hopes to sell their screenplay or find an agent. And next one is story writing. So basically story writing is a fictional writing method that is written in a simpler way and has its own natural flow. Story writing covers 5 elements that are the basic key components of a story writing. What are they? The first one is character, crucially protagonist and antagonist. The second one is setting. The third one is plot. And next one is conflict, and the last one is theme. Next one is mime, or we can say pronounce it as meme. So what is this? It is a theatrical technique of suggesting action, character, or emotion without words, using only gesture. Only with the help of movement of the body, they explain the scene. It is not only gesture and movement to act out a play or role. Next one is mono acting. So basically mono acting is a short solo play where only one person performs in a single character or multiple characters. Riddles are questions or statements that offer a puzzle to be solved. They often involve critical thinking on the reader's part in order to figure out the answer, and this offer challenging entertainment. Next one is skit. So skit, what is skit? Skit is a short play. It is a short play or piece of writing that is usually funny. An example of a skit is a brief comedy show put on by second graders. Next one is puppetry. Actually, you might have saw puppetry. It is one of the cultural dance of Rajasthan in which they use puppets to perform activities. So basically in India, whenever we hear that term puppets, it shows that we are talking about Rajasthan. That is the cultural dance. Basically, a puppetry is a form of theater or performance that involves the manipulation of puppets. It is very ancient, one of the oldest, and is believed to have originated 3000 years BC. Next one is tabulex. A tabulex can be used to quickly establish a scene that involves a large number of characters. Because there is no movement, it is easier to manage a whole group improvisation, yet can easily lead into extended drama activities. So before proceeding to drama, let us see the differences between education, drama in education and theater in education. In the last 20 years, many books have appeared describing drama and theater activities with children. These various levels are indicative of the range of the work and of the possible confusions that can arise. Some of the main areas of work are. Let us talk about drama in education at first. In a school curriculum, this is both a method and a subject. Drama is a method, also it is a subject offered by CBSE. As a curriculum subject, it uses various dramatic elements and acting out. In many high schools, drama is now a separate department. We have seen, we have social science department, science department, computer department. Nowadays, schools are making a drama department. In some primary schools, it is used as a method to teach a number of subjects. Let us talk about theater in education. A professional team of trained and experienced actors or teachers who prepare relevant material, project, experiment to be presented in a school, often involving more than one visit. These programs are usually devised and researched by the team or the teachers and are for small groups of 1 or 2 classes of a specific age. The main aim of the program is essentially educational and use theaters, drama in education, and teaching techniques for educational purposes. This work provides an educational aid, resource, and stimulus for both teachers and pupils, but to do so, it may vary from place to place. Total participation sessions to performance and discussions. Theater in education can be considered as a method of work used by some companies all the time and by others only occasionally. Many companies who use this method of work have as their starting point a strong left-wing or didactic approach to their subject matter, and they cannot be considered as mere tools of the education system. Rather, they act as outside questioners looking at ideas and values in the society. So there are few recommendations that is for the authorities. Develop a conscious strategy on the application of educational theater and drama to support the expansion and improvement of educational theater and drama by legal and financial means. All children should have regular access to educational theater and drama in their schooling mandated throughout the nation curriculum. Now, let us talk about drama. We will begin with the history of drama. The use of drama has been used over the course of history from the time to Aristotle. We are using drama from the since the era of Aristotle, who believed that theater provide people a way to release emotions right to the beginning of the progressive movement in education, where emphasis was placed on doing rather than memorizing. This is the key point why we use drama. That is, it focuses on doing rather than memorizing. Integrating drama helps children in various ways. In a fantastic resource the arts as meaning makers. There are 12 essential points that we strongly agree to be important to consider. The first one is drama is a part of real life and prepares a student to deal with life's problem. Drama simply allows students the opportunity to rehearse roles, further giving form or shape to the individuals and personal ideas and feelings they are naturally experiencing. Overall, this allows students to make sense out of their real life problems. Next one is a drama engages a student in creative problem solving and decision making. Deep experiences through drama guides and supports students' problem solving skills, while at the same time works to encourage an increasing awareness in how to solve issues at hand. Instead of school just being a place where students are being taught and told what to think and feel, drama turns this into a deeper experience in thinking, further motivating students to question, respond, and explain what they are feeling and thinking. The third one is drama develops verbal and non-verbal communication. Through different characters, students share the opportunity to expand their problem-solving skills both verbally and non-verbally, making room for a sense of creativity. As well, students practice and build upon various communication skills through the use of body language, facial expressions, and different voices. Drama can enhance students' psychological well-being. Under different characters, students can express their true feelings or sense of personality without fear of being judged or criticized. They can work on personal issues or solve personal problems while in character, which can simply help their overall well-being. Essentially, what this does is allow students to get things off their mind, further releasing emotion and tension and allowing students to be who they are. Drama develops empathy and new perspectives, taking on various roles in characters allows students to use all senses and characteristics in order to understand the character, as well as the scenario or story at hand. Learning how to express oneself in different ways or through different means. It helps build a strong character and personality. It enhances the personality of the student. Drama builds cooperation and develops other social skills. Drama increases concentration and comprehension through engagement. A student always learns best when they are engaged and interested, as well as when they are actively involved. As students are strongly focused and concentrating, their overall understanding simply increases. When we include students in our examples in class, it is more likely that they will grasp the idea more or make a concrete connection. Drama allows us to do this with our student. A drama also helps students consider moral issues and develop values. It simply helps students further understand the importance of values that are already aware of, as well as it guides them in developing and forming additional values. As teachers, it is essential that we allow students the space and opportunity to make this discovery and connection in values and moral issues while they are engaged through drama. rather than impose them. Next one is, drama is an alternative way to assess by observing. When teaching new lessons, we always depend on prior knowledge. When we go to the class, we usually ask the student ki, what are you knowing, or what you have studied previously, so as to connect the upcoming chapter with the previous one. We start with the student, we start with what students know, which further guides us with the next step to take in our teaching. It is difficult for some of our students to make sense of specific things, which is simply where drama fits in. Drama can be used to preview or review a lesson, further allowing teacher to assess what students already learned or already know. Drama is entertaining. Fun is learning, and learning is fun. If we remember this and try to incorporate fun in our teaching, our students will definitely enjoy the learning process. Students enjoy dealing with and discussing with real life issues and problems. They like figuring things out, doing interesting things, doing things differently. Drama gears towards this and more. Drama offers a learning avenue that enhances other areas of curriculum. It also enhances, you can say it helps in the overall development of a child or a student. It can be used as a teaching and learning tool to help students make meaning of a number of skills. They need to be well-rounded individuals. It further allows them to experience and explore the world around them through different characters and roles, further building on their relationship with other and things. Let us talk about drama teaching techniques. Previously, we have seen theater games. Here we have drama teaching techniques, in which we have also, similar to theater games, we have drama games. So, drama games are the activities and exercises which are often used to introduce students to drama. These activities tend to be less intrusive and are highly participatory. Next technique is choral speaking. Choral dramatization involves students reading aloud by assigning parts to each group member, and can use texts such as rhymes, poetry, and picture books. Student can experiment with voice, sound gesture, and movement. The next one is tabulex. It involves students creating visual pictures with their bodies, emphasizing key details and relationship. They are frozen scenes and usually involve at least 3 levels. Students focus on a focal point, facial expressions, and body language. This technique is useful for maturing participants' presentational skills as well as audience skill. Next one is improvisation. Improvisation is a practice of acting or reacting, or of making or creating in the moment and in response to the stimulus of one's immediate environment. Improvisation can be a great introduction to role playing. Students focus on position, expression, and creativity in their skits. The next one is, and the last one of drama teaching technique, is a role playing. Basically, role playing allows students to play a character in a real or imaginary situation. One of the simplest forms is where the student plays himself faced with an imaginary situation. Other strategies have students playing real life or imaginary characters in a variety of contexts. Role play can be used throughout many areas of the curriculum, especially history and language arts, to support and strengthen understanding of concept. There are some common role play strategies which we must know. The first one is reenactment. So what is reenactment, and what is it? Basically, in this, the students perform scenes from a historical time period or a scene in a story. An actment may be cast in the past, the present, or the future, but always happen in the now of time. This strategy encourages students to interact with a text or challenges them to take on the perspective of a character. Next one is extended role play. Students may create the scene that takes place before or after a story or scene. This strategy helps a student to predict and theorize about cause and effect. Next one is hot seat. The student is interviewed in a character. By putting the character from a scene, event, or a story on the stand, student can further explore their understanding of the content. Other students in the class prepare questions that explore the characteristics and their conflicts. Students are students are encouraged to write open-ended questions. Teachers may wish to model hot sitting first by acting as the character in role. Next one is teacher in role, which is very important. This strategy is key to involving teacher participation and can take many forms. Next one is expert panel. Students themselves become an expert. In order to prepare for this role, students must determine what an expert in the area might know. This works well in the history or when focusing on broader issues, topics in literature. This strategy can unfold by having students meet as a group of experts, or by having students meet in pair in an interview. One of the educator, Ben Johnson, has said, great teachers engineer learning experiences that put students in the driver's seat and then gets out of the way. So let us take a review what we have learned in drama. Basically, what is drama? A drama is defined as the enactment of real and imagined events through role play, playmaking, and performances, enabling individuals and group to explore, shape, and represent ideas, feelings, and their consequences in symbiotic or dramatic form. There are common myths related to teaching and drama. These are key. You need to be a good actor. You need to be a creative and artsy. You need specific timetable allotment. You need a large space such as an auditorium. These are the myths related to drama. There is a Chinese proverb, tell me and I'll forget. Show me and I may remember. Involve me and I understand. It has a deep meaning. Let us see how will drama help students to learn. It encourages communication and social skills. The first thing is this: it teaches cooperation. It fosters teamwork and collaboration. It nurtures imagination, strengthens critical thinking skills. It teaches culture, values. It reinforces concepts. It fosters self-confidence and personal growth. How should I conclude drama in my classroom? That is reader's theater. It is a dramatic presentation of a written work in a script form. Hot sitting, just now we have discussed. Questions are asked to someone sitting in the chair, who in which several questions are asked. Role play. That was the, I think, last point which we discussed, role play. We have seen different roles. We have seen reenactment. We saw extended role play, hot seat, teacher in role, expert panel, writing in role. These were all related to role play. Now let's move to the next slide. Drama can also be incorporated into other subjects such as math and science. Drama is the smart choice. There is a plethora of resources available to help educators incorporate drama into their daily instruction. Not only will this create a fun, engaging atmosphere in your classroom, it will also help your student to learn. According to Albert Einstein, we all know who is he, one of the great scientists. According to him, a drama is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. That's all from my side. With these words, I would like to conclude this live training session. I would like to thank Honorable Principal Sir, the society maker, my teachers, and of course COE Patna for giving me the opportunity to put my views on role of theater and drama in classroom. Participants, as we know, it's a 1 hour program. The time is limited. I would like to conclude the session. That's all from my side for today's session. I would like to request all the participants to fill the attendance cum assessment form before exiting the session. Thank you all. Have a great day.